of Guam Fieldhouse for game day 5 in Group C of the FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers. It's Guam against Mongolia here, and the two teams just about to be introduced to the crowd ahead of this evening's game. And, well, these two teams have played each other a few times in recent years. There have been some thrilling contests. Can we get another one today? China and Japan, that tips off in about 2 hours' time. Big game that. If the Chinese win, they will punch their ticket. Guam hoping that the Japanese can knock them off once again to keep their hopes alive. This is how it stands. You can see Guam 1 and 3. They need 2 wins in this last 2 rounds and 2 China defeats and a lot of points difference swing as well. But, you know, you go out there and you try and do what's within your task. And the Mongolians just looking to get on the board right now, having been beaten at home by Guam in the reverse fixture. They'll be looking to try and get some revenge for that 63-74 defeat. Of course, these two teams were in the same group in the pre-qualifiers as well. That was the tournament played in Mongolia, and well, Guam broke the hearts of the home team. A late turnover, and then Ernest Ross with the 3 basically on the buzzer, a couple of seconds before the end of the buzzer to turn a 2-point deficit into a 1-point win. And that ensured that they were undefeated through that group qualification, 5-0, but both teams made it through. And, well, they ended up in the same group, didn't they? And it was a bit of a challenge to end up in a group with Japan and China, but it was always going to be a tough group, whoever they got in this stage. And now they're trying for that 3rd place finish in this group in all likelihood. And as I say, there's still a mathematical chance that Guam could qualify, but it's going to take a lot for them to overtake China in the standings, and it could be all over in, what, about 4 hours' time, 3.5 hours' time when they finish that other game. China looking to gain some revenge on Japan for that shock defeat in the first meeting. The two teams have been introduced to the crowd. Seems like it's going to be a lively night. And we're going to take a pause now for the national anthems. Now for the anthem of Guam. well, the teams will meet at midcourt, exchange mementos, and get back to their pre-game preparations. Guam and Mongolia going head-to-head for the third time in recent years. Our three officials getting themselves ready. From the Philippines, Glenn Cornelio; from Korea, Lee Kwang-hyun; and from Singapore, Leong Chung-wing. Our three officials for this game, getting themselves set, the third team on the court. And you can see John Ridden in the background, our commissioner for today's game. As I say, these two teams have felt fairly evenly matched in recent times. That thriller in Mongolia, can the Mongolians get themselves back to that sort of level? Amarishang, Athangalo, Ochuribat, Erdensek and Solomon, the starting five for the visitors here this evening. And still filling in. And we can get the starting five. I thought we were going to get the starting five of the home team there. Not quite. We're almost there. Here we go. Starting five for Guam: Galloway, Blaze, Ross, Cruz, and Wesley will be the starting five. And Ernest Ross, I mentioned that game a couple of years ago. That big three laid on. He hit 5 in that game. There's plenty of experience on both these rosters. Coach Calvo getting set. Few words from the officials about what they expect ahead of the contest here. And somewhere in there is Coach Franias, the Greek coach of Mongolia. He's already set and given his team talk. Important in a game like this for the Mongolians to get off to a good start, try and impose themselves on the game. Last thing you want to do on the road is find yourself 10-2 down or something like that, and get the crowd up and get the home team feeling comfortable on their own rims. Well, the final window of qualification here in the FIBA Asia Cup. Mongolia go back home to host Japan on Sunday. Guam stay here, China in town. And if China were to lose later today, there'll be a lot riding on that game as the Chinese come here. Well, the talking almost done. The five's about set to make their way out onto court, and we can get this game day 5 underway here. Closing in on 7:30 local time. Wherever you're joining us from around the world, welcome to the University of Guam Fieldhouse for this FIBA Asia Cup qualification match. Fives coming out. Pleasantries exchange. Guam in all white. And by the looks of it, it's going to be Galloway to jump it up against Athangaro. There we go, then ball is up, and not the cleanest jump ball, but Jericho Cruz will bring it across midcourt, and he'll turn it over straight away. Almost stole it right back. Mongolia just about keep hold of it with Ochuribat in the first shot of the game is up, and it is good, and it's Mongolia who are on the board through Odensek. Galloway. I just wonder whether they might try and establish inside early, Guam. They do like a three-point shot, but they do go inside, and the height of Galloway at 2'9", causing problems there. Feel like that is a avenue they might be able to exploit tonight. Bon Solomon, oh, it's almost turned over. In the end, there's going to be a foul there as Ultrabat lost control of the ball. Just holding his shoulder. Stuck to inbound. That ball ricochets about, ends up in the hands of Ernest Ross Jr. Wesley, no room on the baseline thanks to the double team, but that does allow space for Galloway, and good footwork inside puts the home team in front. Kicks the ball back. That's a tough shot, way off the mark from Ultrabat. Wesley, again, they're looking to go to the big man inside, but this time the double team wins out. Nice pass and dropped in by Osbay. Galloway very much at the high post. Miscommunication on the pick and roll. The little bounce pass goes astray. Looks like bring it forward. Throwing, can't convert, and there's going to be a foul on the rebound. Looked like coming over the top, and he gets called for the whistle. Blas brings it forward. Cruz now. Down low. It goes to Galloway. Again, the double team, almost a triple team jumping at him. Here he comes into three bodies, and there's always an easy pass there. And laid in by Ross. Just got to keep moving off the ball. They're going to throw bodies at him like that. That's definitely a point of attack for Guam. Sangro drops it off. Great block. Ty Wesley with the denial. The pass is way too far out in front, and will go out of bounds for a Mongolian ball. Solomon Bolorodin with the inbound. Around the high screen, keeps going, gets all the way to the basket and is able to finish. Nice move. Bolorodin. Ross putting on the floor, driving into traffic, throws it up at the rim rather hopefully, gets his own rebound, batted out. Three ball is up from Cruz, and it's good. First triple of the game. Mahad turns the ball over. Wesley brings it forward. Little hesitation, no way through, so it comes all the way back out to Ross. Shot clock getting low here Ross going along the baseline, throws it all the way out. Shot needs to go up here, just beats the buzzer, but off the mark. They might get a second chance at it. Ball batted about. Galloway comes up with it. Here's Wesley with the spin, leaves that short. Long rebound secured by Otravat. Solomon driving again all the way to the basket. And Solomon Bolu didn't, with the change of pace and change of direction. Well, Ross is just going to step into a three, and why not? Ernest Ross, comfortable triple in transition. He had a lot of confidence in that shot because there were no offensive rebounders around. He knew it was going in. And he's got the hands at the defensive end, but recovered by Amre Saklan Paksakan. Shot clock getting low, needs to go up. Three ball is good, right on the buzzer. Arintek Mahad knocking it down. Here's Galloway. And he got a lot of touches early on, Jonathan Galloway. The shooters have come to play the last couple of minutes. Here he is in the key, again kicked out. Look at the space, not this time for Ernest Ross. Chance to run, transition defense, nowhere to be seen, but a blown layup there. Should have won that one back. Oh, underneath, all on his own basically. Ty Wesley with the lay-in. They definitely have the advantage in the paint, Guam. And Solomon Bolu comes out to Uritzek. Nowhere to go. Kick to the corner. Another three. That one is bottom of the net. Ultrabat Uritzek knocking it down, tying the scores up at 14, and it's been pretty free-flowing here in the first quarter. Barely a stoppage in play. 3:37 on the clock. We got our first timeout. EJ Calvo is going to call it, and he's going to talk through his team, and I should imagine it'll be a little focus on defense, because offensively they seem to get what they want, whether they go inside, whether they shoot threes. They seem to be capable of finding a good shot. I still think they could probably establish the inside a little bit more with the likes of Galloway and Wesley. I think they've got that bulk advantage, a bit of height as well. Not too many can match up on the Mongolian side. And for the visitors, well, penetration seems to have been key. The drive and kick, or getting all the way to the rim. It's definitely their best form of attack here. Pranias, no doubt, encouraging more of that. Back underway here in Guam. Home team with the ball. Look at the freedom of the lane, and a good attack, but what a block. Still got it though, Guam, have they? Just about. Scrambled out. Loads of room up top for three, and knocked down by Simon. Takumi Simon, fresh into the game. First touch of the ball is good for three. Nice pump fake. Creates the open shot, and splash from Otrabat Udenchuk. A bit of contact there. Foul is called. Cruz made the most of it, but Solomon Bolu didn't. Definitely got a little bump on him. Watch it on the replay. Just needless, really. Stepped into him. to sit down after that one. Only the third foul of the contest. Sideline ball, and Simon will inbound. Again, they've lost the shooter. Cruz this time wide open. Dodged the bullet, really. Position. Around the screen from Gong Hong, but turned over and run it back for an easy layup. Jericho Cruz with the simplest score of the game. Pushes Guam back out to 3. Christian in a bit of trouble here. Gets the pass away, and a good pass it was too. And Erdoğan Mahad able to lay it in. Ross in the corner, finds room on the baseline, kicks it out for 3. The whole bench was up there, but Simon couldn't knock it down. Ross coming over the top, trying to steal it, but he loses his man. As a result, what a block though. Ty Wesley coming with the help and denying what looked to be an easy lay-in for Gan Huyak. Spinning baseline is Wesley, comes back to the middle. Simon gets it back, fires up late shot clock. Off the mark, long rebound coming out to Erdoğan. Tombaya hands it off to Erdoğan. Shot clock getting low. Needs to get this away. Long arm, great reach round for Erdoğan Mahad. Mongolia now into the lead. I'd say that points look a little more comfortable at this end of the floor, but they've not got enough of them. Good hands, though, to knock that away by Batushin in the quick. Oh, I thought for a second that was going to come off the ring, but Ultra able to lay it home. Last few seconds, shot clock is off here. Mongolia up 3. And Guam, who looked comfortable in the early stages, now with some work to do. Got to get it away here on the fadeaway. That's a tough shot. It's well defended in the end by the Mongolians. Moha had a bit of a heave, really, on the first quarter buzzer. Well, end of the first here. Guam 19, Mongolia 22. Oh, an interesting first quarter that. Felt like in the early stages that the home team had the upper hand and had opportunities to exploit inside, but Mongolia grew into that game. I just wonder whether the 7 3-point attempts is a few too many and there's a bit more to be gained from going inside. No free throws at all in the first quarter. Barely a whistle in the game. 10-minute quarter took about 15 minutes, which shows you, and that included a timeout. Here's the highlights from that first quarter. And to be fair, both offenses looked relatively smooth in the early stages. This is what I thought Guam might be able to take advantage of. Galloway's size and bulk inside and Wesley's footwork. It looked like that was going to be the case, but you've got to say Mongolia's drive and kick game, it's been pretty good when they've kicked it out to the shooters. They've knocked it down, and more often than not, they've got all the way to the rim as well. And Guam shot the 3 ball well, but just wonder whether they fall in love with that a little bit. And that's allowed the Mongolians to come back and take the lead in this contest, but it's certainly set up nicely here in the opening quarter. both teams in a rhythm. Don't forget, it's a busy weekend around the world. You can keep on top of all of the actions. Scan the QR code, download the Courtside 1891 app, and stay on top of everything going on in the world of international hoops right now. Patterson Bilderman to inbound. Mongolia with the first possession of the game, and the first points of the game for young Gohan Durgun, getting to the rim. Tommy, as you might know him. Foul called on Udacek. Simon to inbound. Gets it back. Around the high screen, roll to the basket is Galloway. Pass a little behind him, and in the end it's stripped away by Ganhoyak. Ganhoyak setting the screen, rolling to the elbow. His shot is off the mark, pulled in by Johnson. Ross behind the screen, trying to claim a foul there. I think there was a piece of the ball. He still got the shot all the way to the rim anyway. Tomabaya. Russian. Oh, I thought he got all the way to the basket, but kicked it out instead. And the three ball off the mark from Ekbato. Just a little too aggressive on the defense. First strip was all right. I'm not quite sure what Ross was going to do if he wasn't fouled there. Here's Johnson. Double team comes. They've been aggressive in the trap. They've recovered well as well. That one rims out for Simon. Well, everybody wanting a whistle there. And the only one they hear is a possession for Guam. Mark Johnson Jr. will bring it across midcourt. Guam trailing by 5 here, early stages of the second period. Wow, hands it off. A lot of bodies in a small area of the court. Galloway using his bulk to get to the rim. Can't convert. Ball batted about, comes out to Udacek. Mongolia can run here, and that's double deflected away. It'll stay with the Mongolians. But will return to the game. And shot rims out. Back to Galloway. Only 6 on the shot clock here. Simon trying to find some room, drops it off to Galloway. Not a lot of space to work with. And he's eventually got a foul. I think it's gone against Ganhoyak. Oh, they got him in an awkward spot. It's a little slap down, isn't it? Ganhoyak, Dolgun just needed to keep those hands up in the air there. Galloway at the free throw line takes his tally to 5 points. As I say, I feel like they could use him a little more, but it's got to be quick because the double team is so speedy from Mongolia that they've got to get him the ball quickly, and he needs to go to work quickly. 1 for 2 on that trip. Bata fires up the three and knocks it down. Bata Tolodin from behind the arc stretches the Mongolian lead out to 7. Johnson. Again, there's nobody in the paint. Simon. Wesley. Kick out to the corner, and a little mid-range jumper is good from Treblaus Jr. Watterson circles back out. Coming by, a nice pass and a great finish under pressure from Gonhuyag. Wesley falling out of bounds is able to keep that alive. It's a great pass, but he's turned over anyway. And the easy run back layup for Batushin. Oh, it was a great effort to save it, but then just a very casual pass. And a timeout has got to be called here by Coach Calvo. He will not be happy with his team. They're not reacting well enough, I think, to this double team. There's a lot of pressure coming on the ball. So therefore, quick ball movement is the way to deal with all of that. And you can see their shooting numbers really dropping down. Part of that is they're getting late shot clock situations and having to heave stuff up. But I don't know, there's part of me just wonders whether they want to go inside out. You can scan that QR code, keep on top of all of the action across the world of international basketball. Courtside 1891 has you covered, not only for this FIBA Asia Cup windows, but all the other continental qualifiers going on over the next few days as well. See, again, this is a sloppy one. It's done well not to turn the ball over in the first pass, but Mongolia are quick defensively. Their rotations are on point. You've got to hand it to the defense, and you've got to read and react to that. You've got to know, okay, everything we've got to do has got to be crisp. It's got to be quick. Guam trailing here by 9 at home to Mongolia. There's still 6 minutes to go to the first half. Wesley stumbling a little, still has the ball. Ross, awkward spot there. Is there room on the baseline? There is. He just kicks it out. Shot needs to go up here. Wesley beats the buzzer and converts. Nice pass from Blaz to find him. Kind of needed that. Bit of an awkward offense, but they were able to get points at the end of it. And a turnover here, chance to run. Ross was looking to see if there was any help. Well, there is in the end with Galloway getting the rebound. Oh, Ernest Ross Jr. want that one back in the open court. He was looking for his options. You can see at a glance, is there somebody to throw to? No, I'll take it myself. And once he got there, he would expect himself to finish that. Fortunately, Galloway was on hand. 7 turnovers already for Guam. It was only the 4th by Mongolia. Second time today, Jonathan Galloway's been at the free throw line. Went 1 for 2 the first time. He's up to 6 personal points here as we approach the midpoint of the second quarter. Two for 2 this time. Solomon poked away by Ross. That will stay with Mongolia. Bilgun to inbound. A bit of space there for a second. I guess it was a good recovery in the end from Cruz, but Once the position was gained, it always looked likely there was going to be 2 points there for Bastian. Great block. Super help defense from It looked like there was a lane. I suppose the initial work from as well, making it difficult. Oh, nice drive through the middle, a little out of control at the end of it from Blas, but Ross is able to corral the ball back for Guam. Oh, that's almost tipped into his own basket there. Onowata got his hands on it, but nearly knocked it into his own hoop. Batoshin fires up the three, that's off the mark. Wesley with the rebound. I think Guam will be happy with shots like that. Wesley looking for some options. Goes on his own, ball deflected out of bounds. 5 on the shot clock. Still Mongolia lead by 7. Rafael shouting his instructions from the sideline. He'll be happy with the way his team have played opening 16 minutes. Oh, halfway down, the putback. Oh, he's blown by Cruz. He had time there. And a frustration foul, really. Jericho Cruz probably had a little more time than he thought. First foul of the quarter on Guam. Well, I'm not sure where the defenders were, but they were nowhere near Bartok. Solomon kicks it out. Watishin driving the baseline, goes underneath the rim to spin it in off the glass. Luxembourg pushes the lead back out to 9. Nice first step. Again, he's left it short there, Cruz. Galloway on cleanup duty, and this time he'll go to the line for 1 instead of 2 as he's able to lay it home. Jonathan Galloway causing problems inside. He's been really effective and really efficient. 209, 610 in old money. He's caused all sorts of problems for this Mongolian defense. If they can get him good touches in the paint, he really has an opportunity to deliver for his team. Double figures now for him. It might have been a little hop, skip, and a jump there. Certainly the whole home crowd thought there was a travel. Well, they've just about kept possession, Mongolia, but only 3 seconds to do something with it. And wow, just do that. Don't worry about the clock. From Solomon Molaruddin just went right down the middle, and the lane just opened up for him. Ross trying to get it to Galloway. Pass is deflected. It's a difficult pass straight down the edge of the zone. It kind of needs to come from an angle, really. Otherwise, the defenders have got a chance to get their hands on it. If Bata Sorolodin sitting down. Oh, this is a difficult spot for Ross with no time on the shot clock. Oh, what a pass, go up. Galloway has to go up. Did he get it away in time? Doesn't matter, it misses anyway. Batushin able to pull it away. Bump foul there from Jericho Cruz, kind of bit on the Orchabat Oden pump fake. Timeout going to be called here by Vasilius Farnias of Mongolia. His team in a really nice spot here, but he'll just be saying, okay, We're up 8, 2 minutes to go. Can we win these last 2 minutes by 4 or 5 points even? You add 4 or 5 points onto this, you're going into the locker room with a double-figure lead. And that's a really good spot.
Offensively, if you don't have a primary break, don't go to the offense to 10 seconds to 12, except if you have something very clear. You must kill the time, because after 2-3 passes, they cannot play any kind of defense. They don't have any rotation, so you have a way. Okay. Now, when you have this tiger pick from the outlet, Bogey, you come from here and Tommy again, the outlet to post up inside.
Well, interesting time out there from Coach Franjas, saying unless we have a transition, let's be patient, because there will be breakdowns like that, where late shot clock, looks like you've got him in an awkward spot. It's just a jab step, really, no help rotation, and a bucket. That's the sort of play that he's talking about. He's saying don't go in the middle of the shot clock, 14 seconds to go, 12 seconds to go. Wait for the breakdown. Well, they have to go now. Matterson, oh, he should have shot that, should he? No, he did have time to pass it off. And Ross with the rebound. I thought he had a good look there, but Rafa in a better spot. Wesley. Ross going to let it fly off the mark. Getting a little early in the offense maybe, but he's a confident shooter, no doubt about that, Ernest Ross. Stepped out of bounds there. I think the pass just led him to the turnover there. Odensag couldn't quite keep that one in play. Takumi Bakuda or Takumi Simon, whichever you prefer. He's got Simon on his back, and well, they turn it over. It's an easy layup. And that double-figure lead I was talking about a minute ago has now come into fruition. Biggest lead of the game here for Mongolia. The problem for Guam is at this end, only 29 points in 19 minutes on their home court. There's Galloway just beating the shot clock buzzer to lay that one home. He's going to fire up the three. Defender was a step off him. Wesley with the rebound. There should be one offense each left here. Ross, well, there won't be because they've turned the ball over. Take the time here. It's the instruction from the sideline. Mongolia with a chance for a double-figure lead on the final play of the first half. Gonsolomon out to Butterson. It's going to tick it down. Over to Gonsolomon. Now they need to get it away. Shot is up, and it's off the back of the iron from Orchibat. But Mongolia with a very good first half. Guam started this game well. They led early in the first quarter, but the Mongolians have taken control of it, and they will go into the locker rooms with the lead. Halftime here. Guam 31, Mongolia 39. Well, the team's making their way to the locker rooms, and no doubt Coach Franjas will be the happier. Look at the difference in the shooting numbers. That tells you everything. Guam just about winning the rebound battle, but they've turned it over 9 times as well, which is way too many for a half. Galloway, I still think that's their route into this game, through Jonathan Galloway inside. But a good spread from Mongolia. So have a look back at the action from the second quarter, and it's good ball movement again from the Mongolians. Has got them this lead. And sloppy turnovers for sure. But they've been lively defensively. They've been quick. They've been aggressive in their traps, but their rotations have been good. Even a score like that, you can see the rotation, flushing him off the three-point line, making the extra pass. And at this end of the floor, patient with it, as coach said in the timeout, finding ways to get a good shot. But it's definitely this man, I think, could be the difference maker for Guam in the second half if they're going to get back into this. I think it's Galloway who needs to have a few more touches. He is the game's leading scorer, but I think he's the point of difference. From a Mongolian point of view, well, more of the same, really. They were good at both ends of the floor in that first half, and they just need to keep that up. They get to 80, they've got a real chance of winning this game. You think if you can score 39 again, push it to 41 to get you to 80, they're going to need 50 to beat you in the second half, and they've only got 31 now. That will be the target, no doubt about it. 31-39 the score.
Education, health, justice. We sometimes take these simple things for granted. They're not common for all of us. We are all born on the same planet, but not with the same opportunities.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are one. We are all on the same team. Let's convince those who never thought they would do it that they can. We can. Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together. Basketball for good.
Now here come Guam. Another trap on the bull screen. Calvo finding an opening, goes in. Another rejection. Sayonara. One more time. Well, what a block by Hawkinson.
And the 2 minutes to go. Wardenberg, jam! Puts Gilbeck on a poster. Sam Wardenberg.
Oh, what a feed. Oh, behind the back to the one-hander. It's showtime here in Jeddah. Iraq lighting it up.
Oh, beautiful crossover from Harris. Euro stepping towards the bucket, and Gilbeck is there again. Little stare down. No easy looks around here.
Tucker picks up his dribble over to the right side. Dwyery in the middle. Oh, behind the back pass and the finish. What an acrobatic play there by Dwyery to get the pass to Abbas, who's fouled and will go to the line to shoot the and one.
Ross. He almost loses it. It's turned over. And again, China on the run. And again, it's that man, Zhengfang Bo, jamming it home. There might even be a chance for a quick heave at the end, but what a finish to that half from the Chinese.
The crowd is into it after Jawada's spectacular drive. The pass, it's all behind the back. Thailand showing some showtime.
Iran, sideline possession. Amini attacks, blocked to the rim. Big time play by Qatar.
Now he'll give it to El Hamwi, but it's a turnover. Nice interception. They'll give it to Spellman. Spellman down the lane. We just saw a man fly. Fouled as he was doing it. And a huge opportunity here for Spellman for a chance at a three-point
Long inbound pass, catch and shoot, 3-ball, Abdullah no good. Al-Zahiri won't get it to go. Another heave, 3-quarter call. This time, no way! How is this even possible? Al-Mawalad hits the buzzer at the half.
That is unbelievable. These guys will be legends in their own country, but also in the international basketball world forever.
Well, welcome back here to the University of Guam Field House for this action in Group C of FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers. And Ertzek has been efficient with his scoring, with his 9 points for Mongolia, trying to keep alive their chances of the final qualifying tournament. They can't go through directly, the Mongolians, but they could still make the final qualifying tournament, but only with a win here. If they don't win here, they will be out of contention completely. And well, I keep saying it like a broken record, Jonathan Galloway, his size underneath, but it needs quick ball movement like that. Got to find good touches. You see how quick the double team comes now? That time he's got good footwork to get away from the defender, but they're throwing bodies at him and sort of crowding him out a little bit. But when he gets good touches and quick touches, his size is a problem. And he's got soft touch, good finish around the rim, but it needs to be plays like that. That's where it is. A little, get it to him, quick. And he's got the ability to finish. Well, as I was saying, this Group C, China, as it stands, will qualify without even playing. Their game doesn't tip off until probably after we're finished. It's 2 hours after the start of our game that China hosts Japan. Obviously, Japan won that first meeting 76-73, historic win for the Japanese, which has put them on top of the group and indeed qualified. China will qualify today if they win, or if Mongolia win here on this one, because then Guam won't be able to catch them. Guam, well, their hopes of direct qualification are on 2 wins in this window. They play again against the Chinese here on Sunday, but they've got to win here to have a chance at that game still being live in terms of their hopes for qualifying for the qualifying directly. And obviously if they lose this one here, that opens the door up for Mongolia to steal away that final qualifying tournament ticket. There's an 11-point Guam win in Ulaanbaatar in February of last year. So that will be the target. They've got 9 of those 11 already. And they've really opened the window back up to themselves in terms of that final qualifying tournament. But they've got to do it again in the second half, and I'm sure Coach Calvo would have been into his guys at half-time and wanting more, demanding more. I think more so at the offensive end. This is a team with plenty of options, but the ball has to move quickly because the Mongolians' feet move quickly, that's for sure. The rotations come quick, the double teams come quick. So the ball has to be quicker. And I still think it's inside out. We saw early on when they were in the lead, it was Galloway, it was Wesley. And that frees up the space for the likes of Ross and Cruz and Blas on the three-point line, but only if the ball zips around. Window, game day, sorry, number 5 here in this window as we come to the conclusion of this group stage of FIBA Asia Cup qualifying. Tickets being punched this weekend for Saudi. A few teams might have some extra games, as I say, through that final qualifying round. Important here, I think, for Guam to come out and establish themselves at the start of this second half in the way they did at the start of the game. Because much of that half was in the sort of 5-6 point range. And it just drifted at the end into the 8 to 10 point range. And what you don't want to do is it to drift out to 12 to 14 point range, and then you've got a whole heap of work to do, and you're worrying about that head-to-head situation. Well, Guam won in Mongolia in the reverse fixture. They won in Mongolia in the pre-qualifying tournament. But the Mongolians looking like they might get some revenge here today, unless Coach Calvo can get his team to turn things around. Well, if you want to keep on top of all of the scores, the highlights, the stats, everything you could want about Asia Cup qualifiers, scan the QR code, download the FIBA Asia Cup app, and make sure you don't miss a trick.
Okay. Open on this down. Go to finish till the end. Okay.
I suspect Coach Farias had a much easier half-time team talk. Just keep going, lads. More of the same. They've played well. Fives making their way back out onto court. Possession arrow favors the home team. So it's Guam here in the all-white at the University of Guam Fieldhouse, who get us underway in the third quarter, and, well, except they turn it over within 6 seconds. Too many turnovers in the first half. Not a great way to start the second. It's 31-39. Welcome to Mangilau, wherever you are joining us from in the world. It's coming up on 8:30 in the evening local time. But it's not going the way of the local team, not yet anyway. It's good ball movement, and Fangirl Mavaya will shoot a couple here. It's a lovely pass, isn't it? And you heard in that timeout earlier, Coach Ranias feels like there is chances to break this defense down if they're patient with it, if they move the ball well. Both of them go. So at the start of the second half, Coach Calvo is staring down a 10-point deficit. Jericho Cruz brings it forward. Ooh, looked like there was some contact there, but the referee's happy with it. Here's Cruz. Wesley's had to come all the way out to the three-point line to get this. He's got to shoot as well. Does he see the clock? It's blocked. It's going to be a shot clock violation. Well, just too long on the ball, and then Erdetrag Mahad knew the shot had to go up, so he was there for the block. Great help, defense, and the perfect start, really, for Mongolia. Nightmare for Guam. 2 turnovers in the first 2 possessions. Erdetrag moves it on to Ochiba. Around the screen. Ochiba going all the way to the basket, kicks it out to the corner. Now it's late shot clock situation for Mongolia. Ball's loose on the floor. It's a jump ball because they were both holding it. They're both touching the ball, and if somebody goes out of bounds when 2 players have hands on the ball, that's deemed a jump ball or a hell ball. Don't jump it up anymore. So 1.7 even for Mongolia to deal with here. And they're not going to get it away. It was well defended in the end, crowded out. Galloway just making it hard. Can they get a shot up this time? Again, Wesley, look how far out he's got to come to get the ball. And he's off the mark. Rattled in and out. And Sakalan hands the ball off, gets it back. Oh, that's not a great pass, and allows Cruz to get away. Cruz, a long layup. Maybe picked it up a little early. He's got space in the corner, though. Misses everything there. Oh, an inauspicious start from Guam to this third quarter, but they steal it back through plays. Down to Wesley, that's a bit more like it. Right in the mid post there, and that allows him to spin baseline and get his team on the board in this quarter. See, the last couple of plays he's had to come all the way out to the three-point line. Here he's a bit closer to the block, and that gives him many more options to deal with, and some good footwork there. Well, there's, I think, 2 different fouls called there. The referee's going to talk it over. I think the referee on the far side was calling a foul in the paint, and the referee on the near side was calling a foul on the ball. So it's a question of which one happened first. I don't think to inbound. Oh, good rebound. What a follow that is. The Sangirl didn't quit on that play. And went and got his team another 2. Ball poked loose. Mongolia come up with it. Man down as well, so a chance to run. Ross trying to prevent the fast break, but they can't recover. There's another offensive rebound. That's a goal again. That's Sangirl just in the right place, in the right time, and they just look a bit more lively here, the Mongolians. Third foul in 3 minutes against Guam. What you don't want to do is get to the penalty too early. Send them to the free throw line a lot in the quarter. And Solomon Bullardin knocks down the top of the key 3, and it's a 12-point advantage. That's the magic number as far as Mongolia are concerned. Ross open for three. Clang of the iron, but it comes back out to him. Second time is good. Well, he got a sighter on the first one, Ernest Ross. Knocked down a much-needed triple on the second. Can he get going and fire his team up? Sangaro. And it comes to Aray Saklan. Backs out, looking to attack. Shot clock ticking down. Fires up the three and strings it. Absolutely stepped into that one. Aray Saklan. Saklan with a rhythm three. Wesley. Oh, Cruz misses from close range. He's frustrated with himself. Ooh, that was nearly, that got deflected by Galloway on the way out. It was nearly a great pass. They need a bit more of this, don't they? Well, not that, but the one after that. They've turned the ball over. Galloway, bodies left and right. Eventually, the foul is called on Solomon Bolarodin. Saklan sits down. So too does Cruz. 12-point Mongolian lead. Ooh, stumble. It's out to Ross again. Same spot, different result this time. Well, actually, it was the same result because it was the one in the corner that he made, not that one. Oh, miscommunication, but Solomon able to come up with it. Extra pass, and again, 2 extra passes. Oh, you almost want that to go in. You love to see the unselfishness rewarded, but they get an offensive rebound, Mongolia. Russian going to work, gets his man in the air. Can't convert. Wesley, again the double team causing him all sorts of problems, and it's turned over, is it? Kept in play, what a bit of hustle that is, and a chance for Mongolia on the run, and the man who did the save in the first place, Erdek Mahad, able to get the points at the end of it. Incredible play from Mongolia. Ross putting it on the floor this time. Ross into the key, overcooks it. Hadn't said with the rebound. Wesley causing problems there. Look at this effort. He's falling out of bounds, saves it, but he doesn't give up, and Myri's play runs the floor and he gets his reward. I'm just wondering if they're going to have to change the ball, are they? If the ball's a little slippy or something. Well, we're going to get a timeout anyway. And Coach Calvo said he had work to do at halftime. A bit more to do here because his team are in an awkward position. Somehow they need to find a way back in this game, but they're being outscored 11-5 in this quarter, and it's the 5 that's the problem. QR codes there if you want to follow all the games and the stats over the next few days. FIBA Asia Cup. Download the app. But right now, Mongolia doing their best to keep their hopes of qualifying alive. This is worth seeing from every angle we've got, isn't it? It's great hustle play from, what did I say, Mahmoud? Guam in danger of missing out on that final qualifying tournament. China, well, their ticket might be punched before they even play. And they would have come into this round thinking we're going to need to win to qualify. And they might not need to. They'll want to, no doubt about that, when they play Japan in an hour or so. No doubt about that. But they might not need to. Nice attack. And a lovely finish, but it doesn't quite go. The tip doesn't go, and eventually they stay with it. And it's Ochabat who's able to clean up the play. And look at the score now. Mongolia up 16. Guam in a massive hole. Reach around foul. Haven't been too many times, that basket won't count. Haven't been too many times where the rotations haven't quite been on point, but Patricia Milgren wasn't quite there, and he ended up. Good foul, take one for the team. It's only the second in the quarter. Don't give up the easy score. Put him on the side instead. Simon to inbound. Kumi Simon working the pick and roll and working his way into a double team. That's what I mean. You would think on that somebody's going to drop out to Moha, but they're quick to double the ball, Mongolia. It's been impressive. Lobbed into Galloway. Again, look, double team. Can he get the pass away? It's about quick movement. Moha off the mark. Chance to run out in transition, and there is again, 18-point lead, Mongolia. Absolutely dominating this third quarter. There we go, needed that. Jericho Cruz taking it to the rim. Desperate for points. And he has a chance to get three. It's got to be quick from Guam. Not in terms of like early in the shot clock. It doesn't have to be that, but it has to be everything with a purpose, because if you take a split second, the Mongolian defense is really reacting well, responding well, recovering well. 3-point play converted, but they're still 15 down. Millicent passes down the three, and that's off the mark. Pass too high. Mongolia only had 63 points in the first meeting between these two on game day 2. What's happened here? Is it a shot clock issue? I think it is something to do with the clock. Well, they've only got a few seconds to get it across midcourt. They only need one. Speed of Solomon there. Solomon needs to go up. The three is away. It's short. And enough bodies there to allow Johnson to get the rebound. Cruz. Bumped. That's just reaching, just does well to catch that there, Simon. The three is off the mark. Offensive rebound, though, is corralled, and Borja able to put it back in. Need a few stops, though. It's all right scoring at one end, but you've got to, from this situation, try and get 2-3 stops in a row, 2-3 scores in a row, put the pressure back on your opponents. 94 seconds to go to the end of the third quarter. Mongolia with a 13-point advantage after an excellent third quarter. Solomon drives, drops it off. Needs to go up, just beating the buzzer is Kanhuyan Dulgun. Dropped off to Galloway. He's a little too far underneath. I think the foul's on the rebound rather than the shot. It's going to be Tommy Kanhuyan. Call for it. You can see the step here. He's almost like he crashes into Simon, and that's what puts him off. But the foul is on the rebound. Both teams at the limit in this quarter. There's not been many free throws in this game. There's a lot going on out there at the minute. Simon to Galloway, gets it back. Simon with the mid-range off the glass, banks it home. Takumi Simon, could he spark some life into the team? Potential for a 2-for-1 here if they're quick enough. Well, they're patient instead, and they get a good look at the end of it, and why not? That's better than 2-for-1. If you can knock down a three instead, that will do very nicely. Shot clock and game clock virtually identical. Stolen away. There might be chance for more Mongolian points here. Patient. Three goes up. No, it's too late. Stringed it, but it was after the buzzer. Didn't quite have the time to hang on to that at Plateau. But other than that, it's been an excellent third quarter for the visitors. They've won that 20-12, and with 10 minutes to play, Mongolia in the driving seat. We'll have one last look at this. Just see if you can see the clock. Just after the buzzer, a few ticks, a few tenths of a second. Referee right on the spot to see it. We're through three, and it's 43-59. Mongolia lead. Well, this is a massive, massive quarter now for Guam. Their shooting numbers, look at that, 30s and 20s. Tough to win a ball game when you don't put the ball in the basket. So have a look back at the highlights from the third quarter. I think it's going to be more at the other end, to be honest with you, because Mongolia, as I say, winning that period. The problem Guam have had is their offense has really dried up in the middle quarters. Just 24 points to show for quarters number 2 and 3 combined, 12 in each of them, and Mongolia had 20, but none better than this in this quarter. Just a great bit of hustle. And Mongolia, right from the early stages, maybe after the first 3 or 4 minutes, you would say Guam were on top. They were looking to exploit some mismatches they had. But once the Mongolians found their feet in the game, they kept on going. So final window of qualifying, you can see all the action on courtside, 1891. Here in the FIBA Asia Cup, game day 5, it's Guam 43, Mongolia 59. Mongolia, who faced elimination from the competition, now looking like they might get themselves, oh, what a block that is from Ty Wesley. They might get themselves a spot in the final qualifying tournament, Mongolia. Remember, Guam are 1-3, Mongolia 0-4, so they would go tied on record here with the Mongolia win. And if it's a win by more than 11, then they will have beaten Guam by more than they lost to them by, which might prove pivotal. Obviously, it depends on the last 2 games they both play. Mongolia at home to Japan, and Guam here against China, both on Sunday. Is there a way back for Guam? Again, the defense has been good. Back iron on the 3, and a clumsy foul by Wesley, who says he's got hold of me, ref. Well, the clock can't tick quick enough for Mongolia right now. They would take 16 in a heartbeat. From Bayer on now to Washington. From Bayer again, just straddling that 3-point line. That's worth 2. Oh, the pass was right, but Ross was thinking about the layup before he caught the ball. And it's another sloppy turnover. Let it fly, don't hesitate, just let it fly. Well, Kornhoyak knocks down the triple. More often than not, when you think about it, they don't go in, but Dogun knocking that one down. 21-point Mongolian lead. Who would have thought this coming in? I was expecting something along the lines of the 1-point game they played a couple of years ago, or at least closer than this. Wesley at the free throw line. But the reality is they haven't scored enough. 43 points in 32 minutes is on your own court, on your own rims, in front of your own fans. It's not enough. You're not going to win games at this level. In what are they projecting to? Maybe they get to 60 from here, maybe. Unless something dramatic happens. You just look at it, you think, well, if Guam score another 20 points in this quarter, it'd be their highest scoring quarter of the contest, and that would just get them to overtime if Mongolia don't score. Again, there's a little chippiness coming into this game right now, whether it's frustration, whether it's Matishan Bilgun just poking the bear a little bit, maybe. He seems to be involved in one or two things. Well, I just thought, shoot it. And then he thought about it, but knocked it down. Galloway to Wesley. 3-ball leads up, and it is good. Draws the glove, knocking it down. Need a lot more of that, though. Now, what Mongolia need to do is keep playing the way they're playing. They don't want to change it. That's not quite how they've been playing, is it? Stepping into a 3 like that. Let us have it with the foul. Don't let the finish line put you off just because you can see it. Keep going the way you've been playing to get here. Ross to the mid-range, in and out, but tipped home. Galloway, they've got a bit of momentum here, Guam. Well, if I see it, so too does Coach Franyas, and that's all you can do is the team trailing. Force the coach into a timeout. Make them have doubts about what they're doing. Well, is there enough time for a massive comeback? There certainly is, but will Mongolia reset themselves? %58% from 2, 40% from 3. They haven't really got to the line. Those are numbers that'll win you a game for sure. Well, there's slim pickings in terms of excitement for the home fans, given their team has trailed for most of this contest, but they'll still believe there's a rally in this squad. And that pass is just in reach of Solomon. Slightly out of control there. Batushin. Ross driving hard. Ross up off the glass, and here come Guam. This one's not in the books yet. They've got it down to 13. If nothing else, they want to get it under 11. Batushin with the pump fake, drives, tries to drop it off. Ball's on the floor. That will be a jump ball. Possession arrow will give it back to the Mongolians. And it was a right scramble on the floor. He's nearly pulled it away in time. Not quite. Oh, Batushin's just made 1 or 2 not great decisions of late. No surprise he's going to get a little time to think about it. And the youngster will also sit down. 5 seconds on the shot clock. That's a good out-of-bounds play. It's got a really nice shot at the end of it, and Amir Saklan knocks down an important bucket. Ross powering his way to the rim. Galloway with the offensive rebound. Ball is knocked loose. Away come Mongolia. 1 or 2 asking for an unsportsmanlike. I don't think it will be. He's asking for a yellow card as well. I'm not sure you get one of them in basketball. Let's have another look back. It is from the side, but he's not the last man. To me, he's going for the ball. not disappointed with a regular foul on that one. Well, can Guam continue this momentum, or have Mongolia righted the ship? It's funny, the difference between 13 and 17 is 2 scores, but the difference in momentum could be far more significant. Can they push it back up to 17 though? Hawthorne looking to get down the key. Nice pass. Looked like a foul there, no call. Well, let's go on the floor. Ross again looking to attack, getting all the way to the basket. A blocking foul is the call, and Ross is pumped up. Ernest Ross Jr. with a chance for the and one. He's not giving up on this game. Well inside the no charge circle, wasn't he? He wasn't straight on in a defensive position anyway. But even if he had, it couldn't have been a charge. Well, I mentioned at the top of the show, it was Ross who hit that three-pointer that broke the Mongolian hearts in the pre-qualifying tournament in Ulaanbaatar. And you can see trying to get his team back into this contest. Trying to at least get them back into single figures. It's down to 12. Cruz applying the pressure, and Ross coming with the help to steal it away. Ross going it alone. Ross coast to the finger roll, can't miss it, can't make it. Galloway is fouled, he's hammered. Absolutely hammered. The referees might talk about this one, by the way. It's a little more aggressive than it needed to be. What's the decision on this play? Well, all three of them are going to talk it over. It's the follow-through rather than the initial foul. There's nothing wrong with the initial foul, but it's the fact that he kept going down on him. Just looked a little more physical than it needed to be. And it has indeed been punished with an unsportsmanlike foul. Well, that is not what you need in this situation with 5 minutes to go if you're Mongolian persuasion. Galloway at the line, can't make the first. He had an excellent start to the game, Jonathan Galloway. 14 points in total. I don't think he's had enough touches here in the second half, but maybe there's still time. Oh, he goes 0 for 2. They will get possession of the ball. Number 11 is also in the back of the minds. Obviously Guam feeling like they could still win this game with 5 minutes to go. It'd be a heck of a comeback if they could. Trailed by as many as 21. It's only 12 now, though. Cruz to inbound. Ross again. Oh, he's banged in a three. Ernest Ross picking his team up and carrying them on his back. Dragging them into single figures now. Suddenly the offense is flowing. Ooh, a much needed mid-range shot from Ultrabat Unzu. That one had to go in, really. Ross, this is going up here. Oh no, he's kicked it out instead. Thought he was going to attack again there, Ernest Ross. Boha, back iron, Galloway on the offensive glass. Out to Simon for three, that's off the mark. Crashing again, oh, it still doesn't go. And that will stay with Guam. And the buzz in the stadium is everything. There are a few Mongolians in the house trying to get behind their team as well. Galloway, foul going to the rim. That's what I was talking about earlier. If he gets the ball and goes quick, I think he's got the beating of just about anybody on this Mongolian team. First one is good. Jonathan Galloway. He started the game hot. Can he finish the game hot? He's made both this time. Look at that, it's down to 9. Tension, you can feel the tension with 4 minutes to play. Defense, the cry from the home fans, trying to get behind their team. Mongolia just got a little tight here in the fourth quarter. Shot clock needs to go up. It's a 24-second violation. Wave that off. Great defense from Guam. And the fans are starting to believe they can win this game. From 21 down, they've got a shot at it still. The offense that had eluded them for so long in this game has certainly returned here in the fourth quarter. They've got 16 points in 6.5 minutes of the fourth quarter. Bearing in mind they only had 24 in the second and third quarters combined. Guam are going to call a timeout. The shooting numbers starting to rise. They're still low, but they're starting to go in the right direction. Is there enough time for them to win it? If they can't win it, can they keep it in single figures? The head-to-head very much in play here. Mongolia will be aware of that, no doubt. That previous meeting, separated by 11 points. Ross for three, little short. Mongolia, can they get the right side of the head-to-head now? 3 minutes to play. Little rock and roll. Oh, just got a little too deep underneath it there. Matushin out of bounds. Guam get the ball back. Ross pointing down court. He's got his swagger on, no doubt about that. Ross from the top of the key, what a shot! He's had a big fourth quarter and it's continuing now. Ernest Ross Jr. doing the damage. Oh, clutch three-point shot there. When it first went up, I wasn't sure, but Gonzalo Mabolodin pushes it back out to 10. Wesley. He goes to the spin, his shot is blocked. Bodies absolutely everywhere, carnage on the court. Here come Mongolia if they don't turn it over. Well, this is a game in a game, isn't it? The head-to-head is what we're thinking about right now. 11 points, the golden ticket. Oh, the shot is missed. Guam with the rebound. Just get the ball to number. Oh, it's going to be an 8-second violation. Oh, did he get across the line in time? That was very close. That was very close. Ross, late shot clock. Ross lobs it to Galloway. Galloway misses. Ball is loose. Guam have it. Three ball goes up. Yeah, that's off the mark. Ball batted about. I think that came off a Mongolian hand, did it? Yes. No, it didn't. It didn't. Guam are going to get the ball back. Mongolia are going to get the ball back. Sorry, the referee's going to look this one over. Well, that was absolutely chaotic, wasn't it? And the referees are going to have a second look to work out what this is. Mongolia trying to keep alive their chances of the final qualifying tournament. This one I think might be, oh, it's still hard to tell. I think it might be a Guam hand, you know. Oh, or is it? Oh, I'm not sure. Every angle I look at, I'm not sure. The referees will have a better idea than me. It's gonna stay with Guam. Remember, Mongolia, if they win, they keep alive their hopes. But the problem is, if they don't win by 12, they won't take the head-to-head, which means they'll need to beat Japan in the last game. And of course, assume that China beat Guam. China are a minute away from qualifying without having yet played. Here's Ross. They get a stop here. They get a stop here. Well, what tension. What tension this is. 10-point game. It was 11-point victory to Guam in Mongolia. Is there a coach challenge on that? They're going to go and have another look. Just in case, I guess. So as it stands, let's have another look before we do the as it stands. You can't tell from that angle. It looked like it came off Ross. This one should tell us. As it stands, Mongolia are going to move to 1 and 4. Guam are going to move to 1 and 4, which means China will qualify even before the ball goes up in Shenzhen. It's actually quite a difficult one, because you're asking whether the ball deflected off the body or out off the hand. Remember, if they don't see conclusive proof, they'll stick with their own court decision, which was to give the ball back to Mongolia. It's really I think you just stay with the decision there. It's really hard to tell. It is going to be a Mongolian ball. I think they're just going to adjust the clock as well. Well, who's going to be a hero here in the last minute? .52, 10 points between them. We're playing for the head-to-head here. Guam lead that by a point as it stands. Mongolia are going to call a timeout. They could advance the ball. Advancing the ball obviously moves the shot clock to 14 seconds. It changes the number of possessions as well. And it's whether they want to do that or not. Because obviously there's probably 3 possessions in it, unless somebody goes really quick. And that would be 2 to Mongolia and 1 to Guam. If you advance the ball, that probably brings it back into 2 possessions each. And you want more possessions than them if possible. Well, the Mongolian fans in the house, will they be celebrating at the end? Looks like they'll be celebrating a win, but will it be enough to take them into the pole position for that qualifying tournament? Oh, it is an advance of the ball. Oh, man down, and that means an easy basket. Is there a foul there as well? There is. Batosin Bilgun had the freedom of the key. I think it was Ross hit the deck. And then the foul came on the help. And it's Wesley coming for the help, and he commits the foul. Ross was on the ground, and this could be a massive play in the context of this qualifying campaign. A chance for Batosin Bilgun to make it a 3-point play and move the score out to 13 points. Essentially a 2-point lead on the head-to-head stakes. And he does, absolutely swishes it as clean as you like. So a 13-point Mongolian lead. Guam need a bucket here. They go to Ross. He doesn't get it back from Galloway. Galloway's going to go on his own, and he's going to be fouled. And Galloway going to the free throw line. 6 of 9 from the line today, Jonathan Galloway. He was only 2 of 8 coming into this game. He needs them both. He needs them both, really, to pull it down to 11. Remember, if it is 11, the head-to-head is tied. It will go on points difference. It almost doesn't matter right now. But coming into this, Guam had a better points difference than Mongolia, although obviously it's going to shift after this game, and they both still have to play the last round, so it'll shift again on that. This is the one, I think he's collided with Galloway, and that's what sent him down. But is that the decisive play? There's still a lot of ball game to be played. I can only assume the referees are checking whether this was more than a regular foul. Could be checking time, I guess. Well, what drama we have here. Let's have another look. His feet were on the move. So the foul has to be early, otherwise it's a travel. It just looks like a foul to me. Well, thumbs up. So the clock is right, and it's going to be. They just moved the clock slightly. 38.1. Two huge free throws right now for Jonathan Galloway. Needs them both, really. Oh, the first one doesn't go. Well, the Mongolian bench shouting, box out, make sure you get the rebound if this second one doesn't go in. It does go in, though. So it's a 12-point gap, 38.1. Full court pressure from the home team. They need to get it back below this. They need a stop here. Mongolia, a huge play in the context of their hopes of qualifying for the final qualifying tournament. Can they get a bucket they so desperately require? The three ball goes up, it doesn't go. Ross with the rebound. One shot they've got here, they can tick it right down. And a shot to make it 10 or 9. Here's Ross, he's stumbling, he's out of control, he gets it to Galloway. Galloway kicks out to Cruz. Cruz for three, he's short. Offensive rebound, Wesley puts it back but misses with 0.3 seconds to go, but a foul is called, and can you believe it? They had their looks. Wesley in the right place is fouled, and with 0.3 seconds to go, Wesley has a chance to secure the head-to-head here. If he makes them both, they lost. They won by 11. He's trying to make it so they lose by 10. If he makes 1 for 2, it goes down to overall points difference. This is an incredible finish to the game with 0.3 seconds to go. He needs 2. Oh, he's missed it! He's missed it, the bench is up. He's got to make this one to at least tie it. He's made the second. Is there a timeout? I thought coach called a timeout. Did he? No, he didn't. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Well, can you believe this? The score in Mongolia was 63-74. The score here in Guam is 63-74. And on both occasions, it's the away team winning. So these two teams will be deadlocked in the head-to-head with the exact same points. So it would go down to overall points difference if these two teams finish level. Of course, they could both win their last game. They could split. You never know what might happen on Sunday. But we are 0.3 seconds away from knowing that China have qualified. The ball goes up in Shenzhen in, what, 14, 15 minutes time. But the Chinese will already have qualified for FIBA Asia Cup. Well, what Guam cannot do here is commit a foul. If they tip in on the buzzer, you live with that. You cannot commit a foul and let them have a free throw. There's not really time for much else than a tip. Obviously, he's going to advance the ball. Well, I'm not sure I was expecting this level of drama. Certainly not when Mongolia led by 21, but here we are. A play to break the tiebreak. Surely a lob to the rim. It's gone Solomon Molaruddin to inbound. And Coach Calvo's going to ratchet up the tension here. He's had a look. He's seen what he thinks the play is, so he's going to call a timeout. And if you're Coach Vasilios Vranias, do you now change the play? Do you stay with what you've got? Is there going to be a substitution made as well? I think that's the other thing. Coach Calvo has just changed the lineup. By the looks of it, Blas has come in and Cruz has gone out. Wow. The tension here on this one play. So much resting on this one play. Well, they've had their value today, haven't they? Whether they've been supporting Guam or Mongolia, the fans in this building have had their value out of this game. So it looks like Kaguga is going to, he's not played, he's going to end up with 0.3 of a second playing time, but he's going to try and get a deflection or at least make the pass difficult. Here we go again, same inbounder, on Solomon Molaruddin to inbound. There's the lob to the rim, oh, it nearly went in, and that will do it. That will do it, and the two teams have matched each other up in qualification. They've both won 63-74 on the road, so the head-to-head is tied, and points difference in all likelihood will have to separate them as to who gets that final qualifying tournament slot. But China, we now know, have qualified. China, 10 minutes before they start their game in Shenzhen against Japan, have qualified because the final score here is Guam 63, Mongolia 74. Well, that was an incredible game of basketball, and Guam, well, in some ways did well to only lose by 11 with those shooting numbers, didn't they? 36, 26, 65. And their rebounding certainly helped them. But they played each other twice and they had the exact same score on both occasions. The away team won 74-63. So it will literally go down to the final day, the final games, and every single point will matter. Well, let's look back at a dramatic fourth quarter here in Guam. An incredible comeback, it looked like, from the home team. But Mongolia just able to keep themselves the right side of the line for so long in that quarter. And then right at the death, Guam came again. And Guam, Ross was immense, wasn't he, in the fourth quarter? Ernest Ross, he was basically carrying his team for moments, and well, it was nervy, it was tense, it was high octane at times, and we've settled nothing at the end of it all. That is the beauty of it. All of these great plays that we're watching back again, this was the time where Ross was in control. All of these great plays, and we've settled nothing. It all goes to Sunday, and every single point is going to count. And that is a dramatic way to finish the FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers for these two teams. You can see they're both not quite sure. They both knew what they almost had, and now they've got to strap them up and go again on Sunday. and try and outmatch the other in a different way. Well, I hope there's a mathematician on the team who can keep track of everything, because I think Guam have gone to -75 and Mongolia have gone to -86. So I think Guam will have an 11-point advantage going in terms of total points difference to that last game. Mongolia playing Japan, Guam are playing China. Both China and Japan have now qualified. China have just qualified, although they'll be wanting to beat Japan. Don't worry about that. They're not bothered about the fact they've already qualified. They will go into that game desperate to avenge their defeat to their arch rivals in what was it, round 2, wasn't it? Game day 2. Japan beat China 73-60, 73-70. 76-73 even, on the same day that Mongolia lost to Guam 63-74. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you again soon. Goodbye.